This is Jazz Byers, and you are watching Jazz's Rockin Roadshow. I am down in the beautiful city of New Orleans. It's a gorgeous day today. I'm at Jackson Square. Gorgeous. We're gonna have a good time here. And this episode features my dear friends in the musical band, Thick Magician. So, let's check them out right now on Jazz's Rockin Roadshow.
We're Thick Magician, this is DGW. You can take my house, you can take my bed, take the pillow from right under my head, eat all my food, drink all my wine, go and have my money, every last dime. Have it all, but I'm begging you, God, let me walk through. Don't you take my dog. You can have all my clothes, the shirts and the jeans. Might need my dryer and my washing machine. Cause I don't watch anyway. There's nothing good on most other days. I don't care, go and drive my car. God, I'm begging you, don't take my guitar. I don't need a phone, and you can take that too. No one is calling that I wanna talk to. Take all my stuff, get it out of my mind. There's only one thing you better leave behind. That one thing I really do need. God, I'm begging you, don't touch my weed.
Okay, I know that in a lot of the cities that I've been to, I somehow always end up at a Lovelock bridge, but I've never been to one that's had all the locks painted black. It kind of looks pretty cool. Check it out. So basically the three places of interest as far as I'm concerned in New Orleans: Canal Street, Bourbon Street, Frenchman Street, and I guess the fourth place of interest would be Gus's Fried Chicken. So this is the French Quarter here down in New Orleans. It is block after block after block of restaurants, bars, homeless people, good smells, bad smells, food smells, piss smells, all that stuff. All right, this is the world famous Frenchman Street here in New Orleans. I have spent many hours in this club and a couple of the other ones here, but I've actually never been here during the day. I've always been here at night. How y'all doing? This is one of my favorite places in New Orleans because there's live music everywhere. And Bourbon Street's cool, Canal Street's cool, but this is where the fun is. We had the Mason Club back there. This is the 3090 Club. And they will have huge jam sessions Mondays, Tuesday evenings and stuff. And it just gets packed. I mean, this is where you go to see live music. So the only bummer about shooting video down here, I mean, it's definitely a nightlife type of place, but I can't really legally walk in and start shooting video of some of these performances because I don't know if they're playing originals or covers, and you know, that's a touchy matter. So I'm gonna walk in one of these places and shoot some video. Behind me on Bourbon Street and St. Philip's, the intersection of, is the oldest continuously operated bar in the United States. Did I say that right? So this is the Blacksmith Shop bar here in New Orleans. There is no electricity in most of the bar, but they got to keep the beer cold somehow, so there's got to be some electricity somewhere. And I kind of hear some music playing, so I'm guessing there's some electricity. But anyways, this bar was built in like 1722, between 1722 and 1732 or 3, I think. And it's the longest running continuous bar in the United States. So let's go have a drink right now. Thank you. So I'm inside the Blacksmith Shop bar here in New Orleans, the oldest continually operating bar in the United States. One of their things is they don't have electricity, but it's amazing how that fan's not running on electricity. I'm going to shoot some video here with my phone because it is dark in here. Most everything is lit up by candles, but you know, there are some lights. There's an exit sign with a light and everything else, but it's fun. You know, when you're in New Orleans, you got to do things in New Orleans, right? So if you don't stop here, you're doing yourself a disservice. So stop in, have a beer. They don't endorse me. They don't pay me to say this. Cheers. Here's a video. All right. So right there is the House of Voodoo. And they do not ever want you to shoot video inside or take photos. And I do it all the time just to piss them off. They always yell, they'll be like, you can't take photos. I'm like, I'm out on the street, baby. I can do whatever I want. So I'm gonna duck in there for a few moments. So that was the House of Voodoo. They didn't know that I had the camera on, so they'll probably put a hex or a curse on me. Ooh.
Girl, I got you on my mind. You make me feel like I'll unwind. And it's the way you talk to me that's got me feeling so free. And you don't realize your effect. It holds me in when we connect. I need to tell you desperately, there's something that I feel, something you need to see. And what's a girl like you doing with an idiot like me? Can't you see you're the one for me? Somehow I guess I'm the man for you. Can't be true. Like I've been hypnotized. I can't escape even if I tried. And I won't stop, I won't let go, 'cause I'm on my knees for you. That's why I need to know. And what's a girl like you doing with an idiot like me? Can't you see you're the one for me? I can hardly keep standing it. You're killing me, girl, but I would never abandon it. I'm caught in your fire, burning me down slowly each day. enough. 'Cause you're keeping me held down. I just need to know, because I can't even tell now. The way that I feel, I need it to show. There's something really bugging me that I need to know. And what's a girl like you doing with it like me? Can't you see? You're the one for me. Somehow I guess I'm the man for you. Can't be, no, no. What's a girl like you? You're the one for me. Somehow, somehow I'm for you.
All right, when you are in New Orleans, you have to have charbroiled oysters and maybe a side of jambalaya. You know, the po' boys and all that stuff. And what's the sandwich that they have here?
Shrimp po' boy?
No, the Mustafar. Muffalata. Yeah, that's all fine and good, but you got to get the charbroiled oysters. That's where it's at. Oh, cheers. Look at that. Oh, so good.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Yeah. That could be none more gooder. I have a side of jambalaya with my charbroiled oysters. But the best jambalaya I ever had was in New Orleans. Years ago, I was here with my buddy Mike Hammer, and he and I went on a drunken rampage through the streets of New Orleans. And we were at a bar, and we asked somebody, we're like, where's the best place to get jambalaya? And they told us this, some bar. Okay, cool. So we end up there, like we woof it there, and it takes quite a while. And we get there, and we ask them about, I gotta show you the crawfish that Russ has. Look at those crawfish. Yummy if you like crawfish. Anyway, so we end up, like, we make this huge trek to this bar, right? And we're like, yeah, we heard you have the best jambalaya. They're like, yep. All right, 2 orders of jambalaya. So she turns around, and we're sitting at the bar, she gives us our drinks. Turns around, gets in the beer cooler, gets out this big Tupperware of jambalaya, big old scoop, and just slops it down on a plate, one and a second one, throws them both in the microwave right in front of us, and we're kind of like, okay, we're getting some microwave jambalaya, great. It came out the best damn jambalaya I've ever had in my life. Really? Yeah, I don't know if it just sat there and marinated or what, but it was amazing. That's my whole story.
Do you think you were getting punked?
I thought we were getting punked, yes. Yes. Charbroiled oysters. So after you kill like a dozen charbroiled oysters and some jambalaya, and then you steal your buddy's corn on the cob, it's time for a root beer float with real root beer. Real vanilla, all the good stuff. So yeah, here's Thick Magician. Cheers.
This is Forest Song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. The eagles cannot fly if the sky is falling, getting low.
This is Jazz, and you are watching Jazz's Rockin Roadshow, and we are about to go into Mardi Gras world down here in New Orleans. So this is Jazz, and you're watching Jazz's Rockin Roadshow. And like a dumbass, I forgot to put the SD card in my camera to shoot video here today. So I'm shooting everything with my cell phone, which is quite the challenging thing to do. But anyway, I am here at Mardi Gras World. And this is where they build and maintain and create a bunch of the floats for Mardi Gras. And it is really amazing to see. You should see all the different things made out of whatever it's made out of. Styrofoam and, mainly styrofoam. Anyways, let's check it out for a moment. This guy. We're matching almost. So the cool thing about this place is there's a bunch of artists working on new creations and fixing up old ones, painting and sculpting out of styrofoam and whatever other materials. And you can see behind me right there some dolphins that they're making for something, which is pretty cool. It's a really neat place. I can't believe I've been to New Orleans multiple times, and it's the first time I've come here. Definitely worth checking out. This may be my favorite thing here. They're not very tall. I mean, you know, come up my waist. So this is the float den, and this is where they store all their props for upcoming Mardi Gras parades, and they display them for tourists like me and you. Check it out. They've got Kiss, Peter Criss, Gene Simmons, Ace Frehley, and Paul Stanley, of course, the thing. Elvis Presley back there. How cool is that? Gene Simmons will probably try to sue me for this. Don't do it, Gene. Don't do it. Never thought I'd have Kiss on Jazz's Rockin' Roadshow, but here I am. There they are. So in addition to the artists and craftsmen, or sculptors that make all of these floats and stuff, they also have Pixie, which is a computer robot that does sculptures as well. It's pretty cool to just sit here and watch it. It's kind of mesmerizing. It looks like it's snowing in there because when they'll cut the styrofoam stuff, it kind of flies like snow. It's pretty cool. "4:46 a.m. I am on my way to the airport to head back to Pittsburgh. I'd like to say it's bright and early here in New Orleans at the airport, but it's early and dark. In any event, just made it to the airport. Heading back to Pittsburgh, gonna meet up with my friends in Thick Magician. They're gonna come to the studio. They're gonna play some songs, not me, and do an interview. So next stop, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
This is the witch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, I am back with my dear friends in Thick Magician. How are you guys?
Good.
We're doing good.
I'm so happy to have you on the show because you guys brought your A game today. You guys, every song, like I sat here with my jaw wide open, like, wow, what are they going to do next? Congratulations on a very unique sound, and
Thank you.
yeah, I mean, all three of you bring something to the table. I mean, yeah, how'd you guys get together? So I think I know a little bit of this backstory, but let me see.
Sure.
You two are brothers.
Correct.
Played in a band before. Yeah, you two are Okay, you two are brothers.
Right.
Had a different bass player. He moved. You kind of didn't play for a while, and then in walks a new bass player, and now you're ready to take on the world. Does that sum it up?
That's more or less, yeah, the true story. I mean, me and Jake, we've been playing together for like literally our whole lives. And I knew Ian. We played in bands in college together. So yeah, when we needed a new bass player, I was like, well, we'll
I guess.
we'll call him up. Yeah, yeah. He was very enthusiastic about it. But yeah, that's basically the story.
Yeah. Well, you're delivering on the bass. I was sitting here watching you. I mean, all of you guys.
He's a
Like
killer.
every song is very unique in that. I was sitting here watching all of you do your thing, but not step on each other's toes. And that is so important for band. You know what I mean? Like when the guitar solo would come up, you guys kind of held back a little, but then you know, that bass line would come in, and then that fill would come in, and here come the vocals. So killer songs, man, killer songs. You guys don't have an album out yet,
No.
but you're working on getting to that point.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. We're, you know, we all know enough about music. Like we've done some recordings and stuff on our
Sure.
own. So there's some demos in the works, and you know, I don't know the exact plan, but we kind of want to get stuff out as fast as possible.
Sure.
You know, like I put out music on my own that I've recorded and stuff. Jake has done the same. You know, so we have the capability to do it. We're just, you know.
Sure. Do you guys have like some social media presence yet? Or I mean, you building that up as kind of a prelude to doing the album then, or
Getting there.
getting
we're
there? All right.
We mostly just have an Instagram page where we post stuff and, you know, a couple
Okay.
of gigs and things coming up. So we'll post like videos from practice when we're jamming and stuff too. So that's and doing things like this, you know, just to try and play more, get a little awareness for.
Well, and that's why I'm here, because I want bands of all different levels, not only like skill levels, but like, you know, some bands are further down the career path than others, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
One band that I think you guys would be great with, I'm wearing their shirt right now because they brought it to me. One Eye Daddies. I think you guys would go great with them, like your style. You know, you don't sound like them, they don't sound like you, but I think both of you bands on one bill, I would pay money to see that. It would be a great show.
All right,
So,
sell
yeah.
one ticket, then that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
I'll have to get a hold of them. They were on the show too, so check out One Eye Daddies as well. So what's the songwriting process? Who comes up with, like, because you guys all kind of have to have a hand in this, right?
I think it's mostly stuff that Zach.
I mean,
really?
Yeah.
For most of it's, you know, I'll come in with the, you know, the lyrics and the general chord idea, but we jam on everything, and really our practices too are like half playing our songs and then half just jamming and making stuff up in the moment. And you know, if we have to do like a longer gig or something, we'll just be like, okay, now pick a chord and jam. So like in that case, the songwriting is happening in the moment between all of us. But yeah.
Well, when you guys first came here, you were playing a jam in what, E minor, somebody said, right? And I was sitting here like, man, you guys are tight. And then you said that, I'm like, so wait, what? Like, that ain't even one of the tunes. So you guys mainly like showcase type shows, or do you do a bunch of covers too, or?
I mean, we do some covers, and kind of depends how much time we have to play.
Right.
We've ripped a pretty good Fly Like an Eagle cover before. We've even done Britney Spears.
Yeah.
So, you know, it depends on, you know, if it's like a shorter show, we'll, you know.
One day I'll have a show that has bands doing covers, and then you can come back,
That'd be
play
sick.
some covers, right?
Yeah.
That'd be fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have the Instagram page. Are you on Facebook as Thick Magician?
I think literally all we have is the Instagram.
Okay.
Is it like
Page.
thick dot magician?
It is
thick
thick _magician
Okay. On Instagram.
on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll, like I said, we've all been playing forever, but the band is relatively new. So as we get more shows, and then we'll make the pages and things.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like everything is kind of like coming together as we go.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're practicing, we want to make sure we're good, and then someone will be like, "Hey, we need a band for this show," and we're like, "We're your man,"
Right.
Yeah.
And they'll give us like sets from like 30 minutes to like 2 hours is the one, and we'll figure out how to fill the space. You know what I mean? Like with our originals, with jams in between, and with covers, like we'll make it happen no matter what. So it's been kind of just like us working together, making sure we're solid as a unit, and then taking opportunities as they come. But we haven't been like going hard on the finding the opportunities itself. We've just been kind of
We're at that stage now.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. We're getting it.
It'll come. Yeah, exactly. But that's smart that you realize that, because some bands, put the cart ahead of the horse, if you will. You know what I mean? It's like,
sure.
we're ready to go on tour. How many songs do you have? 3. Okay. Unless it's Freebird, Stairway to Heaven, and In the God of the Vita, you're not playing a 45-minute set with 3 songs. But, well, that's great. Hey, I loved everything you guys did. You're welcome to come back anytime. And please let me know when you have more shows, booked in the books, because I'll come see you. Everybody, go see Thick Magician. They're not on Facebook yet. Maybe they will be by the time this airs, but on Instagram, thick_magician.
You got it.
Check them out. Thank you for being on Jazz's Rockin' Roadshow.